what's up, family? It's YT Wake 'em Up, aka Yate, back at it again with another video. Don't let TikTok be the reason you got fired, because right now it's hard to get hired. Listen, family, you already know what to do, and if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe, and ring the post notification bell as well. Pay yourself, don't play yourself. It's not time to put your job on the line. It's not time to put your livelihood on the line. All right, I don't want to talk too much. It's going to be a longer video. Let's get right into it.
Don't post about your job on social media. A lot of companies have been doing layoffs in the past 6 months. My company did them, and I'm seeing a lot of people on here posting about getting laid off, or people who have not gotten laid off, just in general posting about their job. And a lot of people post things like funny videos about not working, doing the bare minimum. And while I think all those things are funny, and I'm definitely a person who values a huge work-life balance, don't do it. It's all fun and games until your coworker who doesn't like you that much sees the video and decides to send it to your manager. There have been people on this app who have posted about their job and ended up getting fired for violating some sort of rule or posting something that rubs somebody the wrong way. A lot of people think they're going to become like this corporate influencer, and there are a lot of people who are successful at that, but the vast majority will not be. Don't jeopardize your livelihood for some views on TikTok.
I just got fired from my job because a coworker told the owner that I was making a TikTok. Mind you, this is like the second time I ever worked with this dude, right? So last Friday, we was at a client's house. You know, we bringing stuff in out the truck. We had contractors there. They had to cut out some brick and some tile before we can even get started on the install. So after we finished bringing all the stuff in, we just sitting around because we got to wait for them to finish. So I went to the van, about to start making a TikTok. I pulled my phone out, hit the record button. He hit the corner. I'm like, hey, bro, you messing on my TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Joking and shit. And he was like, bro, you making a TikTok? I was like, yeah, I'm finna knock one out real quick. He was like, bro, this is your full-time job. Like, well, you should be making TikToks. I'm like, bro, we not doing nothing. And I make money off here. So this is like a part-time job. I'm like, it take 2 minutes. He was like, I'm all right. After that conversation, I was like, okay, I know what type of dude this is. He pissed off. You know what I'm saying? And you can see it. He trying to play it off, but he making remarks like, you know, next week, you know, Rand will be out here. Oh, Rand the shades expert now. Knowing damn well he finna go to the owner and tell him to fire my ass. Cause apparently I'm like the 8th person this dude that got fired. Like, he don't even work out here. He work out in Florida, but he was only back in Louisiana for a week to help with some shit off for the holidays or whatever. The owner was like, hey man, we need to talk. I've been hearing like you've been on your phone all day, you make TikToks all day, work not getting done, so we just gonna go ahead and part ways. I was like, bro, I don't be on my phone all day. I was like, if I make a TikTok, I make a TikTok in downtime. And he was like, well, we usually don't have downtime. I said, we got plenty of downtime. I was like, but you know what, man, it is what it is. I just wanted to clarify that shit. I don't want you just going off of what he told you. And also, somebody else fell through the roof that same day. They also got fired too.
He admitted to it. I only do TikToks on my downtime. Getting smart with the boss. Not a good look, my brother. You definitely gone. He knew he was gone at that point, so I just had to correct him. You know, he knew he was done. I mean, I only do it on my downtime. You shouldn't have no downtime like that, brother man. That's what he thinking. And you just confirmed that you do post TikToks while you're working. You gotta go.
Story time about when I got fired from my job just because I make music on the internet. A couple years ago, I worked a 9-to-5 job at a hotel that I won't name. I was using that job to fund my music career and to pay for my music videos. And on occasion, while I'm on break, I would shoot a TikTok here and there. Or in the laundry area, I would shoot my TikToks, thinking nobody was watching me. But one fateful day, I got called in super early to come to work. I'm like, I could take the extra shift. I'm going in. They called me into the office and they showed me all the footage of me filming TikToks on the clock. They actually said they didn't have an issue with it. The problem was people from TikTok kept coming to the job looking for me. That ended up being a liability and I had to get let go.
Okay. Medical and dental.
Okay, all right, great. Do you have a 401k?
No.
Okay. And do you have like a health savings account or a flexible spending account?
No.
Okay, then
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna send some boxes and labels for you to send that equipment back. There's no cost to you or anything. Just drop off boxes and 3-page labels, and then you can just call us at that. Even on over just pick it up and let me know. You don't have to drive it. And I'm gonna send this to you in writing also on the benefit information. Because I know you might, it might be hard, you know, to
Yeah, you can just send it to me. We don't really need to go over it. It's fine.
are you sure?
Yes.
Any questions that you can answer regarding benefits?
No, you can just send me that and then that's fine. I'll read it.
Okay. I'll go ahead and send that to you right now. Any questions for me, ma'am?
No. Thank you so much. You have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye. It's done.
You don't need validation from nobody else. You don't need validation from the world. It's all good. Stop showcasing every single thing you do. Stop posting every single moment of your life. Don't post your job. Don't think these jobs are not looking. They're looking to see who's violating our policy, right? Your hiring manager, your boss, these are normal people too. They're on TikTok too. They probably just typing in certain little keywords and hashtags just to see. Or they already know your socials and they stalking you. You know, they waiting for you to mess up. Don't mess up. It's that simple, right? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth throwing everything away for random people, for random comments and likes and views. Like, what does that do to your life? That brings no value to your life, really, unless you're using TikTok to try to make some extra additional money on the side. Then I could see, okay, it was kind of worth it. It was kind of worth the risk, essentially, because it could go somewhere. But if you're just doing it just to get some attention, it's definitely not worth it.
You know, I don't know if this is happening to you guys, but I've been seeing an influx of people on TikTok losing their jobs over what they post. Anywhere from teachers, nurses, customer service reps, delivery drivers, you name it. And as soon as I see these videos, as soon as I see them, I can spot the ones that are going to result in a firing or termination. It's so obvious. And some of them don't even have like their job's name or their badge. It's just the content itself and the way that it's represented. If they're talking about work or anything to do with work whatsoever, a coworker, you can tell that person's going to get fired and there's going to be a follow-up video. Well, y'all got fired. If you need your job, now if you don't need your job, you can just keep on scrolling. This video is not for you. But if your job is your livelihood, it's paying your bills, it's keeping you afloat, and you need the job in this economy and the way that people are not hiring right now, I would just say keep posting. I encourage you to keep posting, but keep work out of it. Keep work out of it. Don't ever put your livelihood in the hands of a post or a like or a view or a follower. Okay? Because at the end of the day, those people are not going to come and pay your rent next month. So keep that intact. Keep posting. That's your little side gig. But no, y'all need to, like, you know, come on now. Come on. We got to use some judgment. That's coming from a place of love. Love y'all. Bye.
Let them know, auntie. Now, she looking like she be throwing them balls. I ain't gonna lie, like she can knock Tyson out. I don't know, but nah, I'm sorry. Respect your elders. It's all respect, auntie. It's all respect. You letting them know. You put them up on game. You did your thing. You did your thing, auntie.
Can we talk? Don't let this app get you fired. Do not let this app cost you a bag. Don't let this app cost you your health insurance. Some of y'all's takes, some of y'all's commentary is getting out of pocket, okay? It's getting out of pocket. Now, I love it. I'll watch it. I'll like it. And I'll put the little detective emoji, the little girl behind the laptop emoji in the comments because I'm going to support you. But some of y'all getting a little too out there with the comments and the takes and all of that stuff. And of the 170 million active users on this app, I guarantee you your coworkers is your ops, all right? They not your friends, they your ops. They are screen recording, screen grabbing, screenshotting, all the things. And companies are finding ways to let people go, okay? We in for a long, bumpy ride in 2025, okay? So y'all need to tighten up the shit. While y'all are resting, while y'all are rebudgeting, while y'all are rethinking some things, tighten up on this here app, all right? Anything that you post on this app, please understand somebody can watch it. Anybody can watch it, and be prepared for the consequences of people watching your stuff. Okay, bye.
Okay, so this was easily the scariest moment of my entire life. I was at work and I felt like I was about to have a heart attack. I had chest pain starting at about 11:30 in the morning, and I was just trying to sit down and relax and not think about it. And then it just got sharper and sharper. As you can see, I immediately grabbed my chest. At this time, I didn't have any like weird feelings in my left arm, so I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna be okay here. And then it started getting worse by the second. So I pulled up my phone originally to see if I can drive myself to a hospital, but the nearby hospital was about 20 minutes away. And as I got deeper, I had to call 911. So as you can see, I was checking my arm because that is when it did start to feel not normal. And thankfully, when they answered, they were trying to calm me down, so it helped a little bit. But as you can see, I'm freaking out. I am profusely sweating at this point. I was literally terrified. My vision was going in and out. I thought I was going to pass out. And keep in mind, it was like 65 degrees in here, so me sweating was like crazy. So they're going over my symptoms, telling them everything I have, and I basically was like, I honestly think I'm having a heart attack. I have never in my entire life felt a pain like this. It was fucking scary, and I definitely thought I was dying that day. This was last week, exactly a week ago. So at this point, they're saying, you know, okay, we're sending someone, don't worry, someone's gonna help you, which comforted me in the moment. These people showed up so fast. I called at 12:22. They showed up at 12:26. So shout out to these EMTs. They were literally phenomenal. They assessed everything. My heart looked good, they said, which was wonderful to hear. And I'm just waiting for them to come in because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. And like, as you can see, like, it only felt good. Like, I had to hold my chest. There was nothing else I could do. Like, I needed to hold my chest. If I didn't, I thought I was going to pass out. So they take me in the back, assess me, said my heart looked good, shipped me off to the hospital.
Let's try to get into the story time of how I literally got me and my sister fired or whatever else solely because of my TikTok videos. And before y'all be like, oh, you already know what's listen, let me explain something. Okay, so yes, I did read the handbook. The handbook said that you can't make TikTok videos inside, on company's time, inside the building. So what was I doing? I was making videos outside the building, still in my uniform, off the clock, on my own time, correct? Because I love when somebody try to play in my face. So everything was going smooth until you guys try to micromanage me. Now, one thing about me, I'm not about to overstep my boundaries. I'm not stepping on no toes. I know I'm not management at this store, but I also know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? When I first got in, they wasn't labeling open products. So like the almond milk, oat milk, not labeled. Sanitizer buckets, not labeled. English muffins, not labeled. Sourdough, not labeled. Or putting open product of stuff back into the walk-in, knowing that you have to put it in a Cambro and cover it and put a label on it. Because if you put a block of cheese in the walk-in, what it's going to do? It's going to get stale and crusty. Same with the bacon. Why are you putting open packaged bacon back in? Would you put an open pack of bacon without covering it in your fridge? So that's where it started. I feel like because I wouldn't even tell people this is how it's supposed to be done. No, I would just do it the correct way because that's how I was trained. That's how you're supposed to do it. So that's what I'm doing. So that's where it started because you guys, I feel like she felt intimidated because we know what we were talking about. And anytime it came to like EcoSure, health department, anything like that, she had a lot. She was, you guys was real quiet. Like she tried to tell tell me that it's LA County's health department and this is what they do. No, girl, you're just dirty and your store is disgusting. It smells like eggs. You guys are literally selling 2-3 day old croissants and you know you're not supposed to be selling those. Nobody in the entire store knows anything about FIFO. I promise this is all important. I promise. Just keep on. So then it started going with the hours. Mind you, we live 30 minutes away from the job, right? Okay, so, and we both got the same transportation, live in the same crib, same everything. So why would you schedule us 2 hours different from each other? It's because you're trying to be petty. Or you scheduling us 4.5 hour shifts, knowing that we gotta drive 30 minutes away. So once we started playing the game with her, because if you want to be petty, I'm gonna be petty too. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna sit here and do that to me. Whole time she's doing all this petty stuff, she just keep yapping in my ear and telling me how her daughter's not getting enough hours at the other store. The other GM don't like her daughter and all this other stuff. She wants to bring her over to her store, but she can't for whatever reason. And do. Mind you, that's very important information. So boom, use guys and BB takes my videos, gives it to you guys, because HR and the people who actually own the place, they don't know nothing about my TikToks. They don't know nothing. They just know I come in here, I do my job, and I go. So you guys and BB, they both together took my video, and I got the proof of it on an email and everything. They took my video to HR and said, here goes some videos because she is violating this, and that. So, you guys and BB, the ass-kissing teacher's pet, they literally took my videos, gave them to HR, and was like, here, can we start this termination process? Y'all, when I tell y'all that same day that she came in to suspend me, she took all my shifts away and gave them to her daughter. I'm not kidding. I'm not. She literally gave every last one of my shifts to her daughter. And like I said previously, her daughter works at another store. So why would you even get your daughter over here? Probably because you've been trying to get your daughter over here because she's not getting enough hours because that GM over there don't like you or your daughter. So at the end of the day, we really got fired because these hoes was being some hating ass bitches, okay? And honestly, it's really cool because it just gave me it just let me go back home. That's all it did. It just let me go back home because I will never, ever give anybody the opportunity to play with me and my motherfucking check ever again. Absolutely not. Because one thing about me, baby, I'm about my money. You can be petty and I kick in and shit at work. I came to work for my money. So yeah, that's the long story about how they tried to, you know. If you stick towards the end of this video, I'm just going to let you know that it was the Dunkin' in Santa Clarita, California, off of Sierra Highway. I have pictures of 2 roaches. They had 2 live roaches in there, not water bugs. They had home roaches in there, okay, for number 1. Health department ain't been to that place since July 27th, 2023. Got the receipts. And the mop sink in the back. She tried to tell us that we had to plunge it. Girl, I'm not plunging nothing. If you don't call a plumber.
Now, her case might be a little different. It sounds like she got some validity there, meaning some validity in what she's saying. She might be valid, have a solid point. You can never outsmart the master. They get intimidated. And if this is a janky business, then they know what they're doing. And the health department going to shut them down. And you're making them hot. You putting the light on what they're doing, their business practices. But them firing you, that make it worse because now you're able to expose everything. You see what I'm saying? You don't know if she had video footage. You don't know what this girl had on y'all. So I don't see why y'all would do that. But at the same time, when people in a higher position feel like you're coming for their position, then they're going to let you go every time. But where she broke the law, or the handbook rather, not the law, where she broke the handbook it's still the facility's property. It's still your job property if you're outside or inside the building. They own that property. You see what I'm saying? So technically, you tried to play the thin line. You know, I'm going to go outside and make my TikToks, not inside. But you knew what she was doing, too. So everybody got to be accountable. But what y'all think about this one, man? Drop a comment specifically on this one. I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think I need y'all input on this one. I don't know how to judge this one righteously because I'm just hearing her word. I haven't heard from the boss, but it sounds like she might have a little bit of truth to what she's saying, though. Could be wrong, though, at the same time. So y'all let me know. I don't know.
NHS nurses, midwives, student nurses, student midwives, you know what, healthcare assistants, all the NHS professionals, listen up. Guys, why am I still seeing, come on a 12-hour shift for me, come to work with me on TikTok? Honestly, I have seen a rise in these videos, and guys, let me just tell you, someone is going to find your videos and someone is going to report you. I used to make those videos. Come to work with me. Come to a 12-hour shift with me. I used to make those videos. Those videos are no longer on my page. So many people are being reported. So many people are being called into the matron's office, guys. This is no joke. You know what's funny? Because we might think it's harmless, but when we're called into the matron's office and they question us and ask us, you should have been given that medication, but instead you're taking a picture of that medication. You should be doing observations, but instead you're taking a picture of the observation machine. You should be giving someone the commode, but you're taking a picture of it in the salute. Guys, they will question you. Okay, they will call you up on delaying care, delaying treatment. I get it, being a new nurse, being a new midwife, like being newly qualified, like it's exciting, you want to show off that journey, I get it, but there are so many different ways to share your nursing journey, share your midwifery journey that doesn't require you posting while you're on the ward. It's really scary because I can tell where some of you guys work. Some of you guys are going round, want to film you, going round doing meds, like some people are dancing in the saloons. Some, like, what are you guys, like, you guys aren't scared. Someone will find your videos and someone will report you, sorry. That's the last video I'm doing on this because I've done a previous video on this. And I thought by now people would understand, but that's all I'm saying. Goodbye.
I got fired from working at my home club as soon as I was becoming quote unquote TikTok famous. As you guys know, I would do lives at work and I would get ready and I would respect the privacy of every single girl and make sure none of them got on my lives. Management told me on 2 occasions to not go on live. I respected that. Girls were complaining. It was fine. And then one day, double with my friend. This day, I didn't double with my friend on stage. I go on stage. I have my phone propped up on my bag on the stage. And once I'm done, management tells me to come downstairs. Management is accusing me of recording a TikTok video or whatever. And I'm super adamant at that point that I no longer do that. They told me not to. I don't. I even told them like, hey, let's go through my phone. Let's go through my camera roll because you're accusing me of something that I haven't done. We go through my camera roll and there's nothing, absolutely nothing other than nature, snowboarding, and workout videos. But by that point, the decision was already made because of quote unquote the perception I gave just by having my phone on me.
So I got fired. Yeah, my big 6-figure remote tech job. Yeah, they canned me. And you guessed it, it was because of a TikTok. Yeah, last month I took a very quick video. I had forgotten to put my mug underneath my Keurig one morning, and so my coffee spilled all over the place. And I took a quick little snippet of the coffee everywhere. I turned it around my face. I said, fuck. I hit stop recording and I uploaded, and I did not use my big giant brain to think about the fact that in the background of that video, you could hear my chief product officer talking, because I was in a meeting. Yep. It was about 4:30 in the morning. I was in my weekly team stand-up meeting. They were having a conversation that had absolutely nothing to do with me. So I went off camera, took the 20-second video and hit upload. And I did not think anything of it until the next day when I got called into a meeting with HR and my chief product officer. And they said, hey, somebody sent us this video and we are immediately dismissing you from the company for gross negligence. And I said, it was great working with all of you. And I hung up the call and I said, holy shit. This is going to be perfect for my memoir. Yeah. Honestly, do I think that I should have been fired? I mean, nobody ever thinks that they should be fired, but honestly, no. They weren't really talking about anything super confidential. You could honestly barely hear them in the background, but alas, they found it to be a fireable offense, and so they canned me, and I have nothing left to do except for accept it. I mean, shit. I fucked up. It was an oversight. I would 100% accept that. They canned me. I can't do anything about it. So, of course, I thought, well, what would any college dropout who got fired from their job do next?
Not gonna lie, that is a petty way to lose your 6-figure salary. 6-figure salary gone like that. Poof. Just like that. That coffee costed you your career. Rebuke that coffee. You better put that coffee down. Leave that coffee alone. I would be terrified every time I pick up a cup of coffee. Nope, I'd be done. I had to go to AA. I have a problem. What's your problem, sir? I just lost my job over this coffee, and I need to break this addiction bad. I feel like that's a petty reason they let her go, though. If that's how the story really went. Especially a remote job. You can't even spill coffee at your remote job. Now, that's a little extreme. But it's policy. Can't break it.
Y'all, I was getting ready to advertise this blouse, okay? Absolutely beautiful. I do wear this without any pants or my boots or anything, okay? Let me tell you this. My boss just called me, and she said since I decided I didn't want to work this weekend, because mind you, I've worked 80 hours a week now for the last 9 weeks. I'm an accountant. They decided they were going to fire me today. They said I look like I want to spend more time on TikTok showing clothes and having fun than I could not take my job serious, okay? Couldn't take my job serious. So you know what? I'm going to elevate the fuck out of this TikTok, and the corporate world can kiss my ass. I am done busting my ass for other people. I'm going to bust my ass for myself. So you know what? Your girl loves the blouse. Hell yes, I do. I love it with my boots. I love it with nothing on at all. And fuck that job. That's how I feel today.
Yeah, they gonna fire you if they paying you to be on the clock and you sitting over there making TikToks.
And then you blame HR saying HR fired me. What? No. Read your policy book. Make sure you understand what you can and can't do on social media. Please, they will fire you. And another thing, your account is being watched. I don't care if you have blocked everyone you think are watching your account. There's always someone. And there's always someone willing to go back to HR or your manager to say, hey, I just saw this on social media. It happens, believe me, more than you think.
So, here is on. It is the Shy's little show or whatever. Clock it. From the clock the school's tea that I was working at. So why I go all the way up to admin building HR. These people, they're talking to me all nice, you feel me, giggity, whoop, 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 whoop. So they talking to me nice or whatever, and everything. I'm thinking I'm going in there to go take a test, right. Not a test. Not going to go take a test at all. It's a meeting with the principal at the school, and a meeting with HR. Okay, clock it. Now, usually I would be mad about something like this, but it's not getting under my skin because I'm me and I'm forever gonna be me. Fired or not, I'm still gonna be me. On the internet, off the internet, you get me? So anyways, I'm at the admin building or whatever, and the principal had left. She had left before I got there because I got there a little late, and I called and told them I was gonna be a little late. Okay, clock it. So anyways, I get to the building, I come in and everything, use my little, because I had my ID badge from the school with me. Use my ID badge to get in there or whatever, to check me in, all that, walk me to the back. So I'm waiting on the man to get done having a conversation or whatever. So after the man gets done having his conversation, he called me to the back. He like, Miss Williams, can you come in here, whatever? Ooh, he got a little folder sitting on his motherfucking, little folder sitting on his desk. So I'm like, okay. Y'all, why this motherfucker goes to say, as of today, you no longer work at the school. You have been terminated. In my head, I'm like, well, what the fuck did I do? I ain't did shit. I've been doing my job, right? Like, fuck did I do? Y'all, these fucking people fired me for TikTok. I kid you not. I kid you not. I kid you not. I can't wait to get my paperwork so I can show y'all. These people fired me for TikToks. Because kids know me on TikTok. Never gave none of these kids my TikTok name. None of that. I got fired from my job as of today, of Valentine's Day of 2025, for TikToks. So now here I am, fired, unemployed as fuck. I mean, I still got an overnight job though. Clock it. Still got an overnight job, but fired as a teacher for TikTok.
You know what? The TikTok ban might have actually been a good thing for some. These people right here that have this addiction to uploading while they're working, you might still have your job right now, but it wasn't banned. Now you don't have your job right now. Remember people was going crazy over TikTok when it was down only for like, what, a day or less? They were going crazy. They were going crazy. You're going to really go crazy without that job, though. And then you go to TikTok after you lose the job and you post another TikTok. I mean, wow. Addiction is real. That dopamine rush is real. Their brain is addicted to engagement. Wow.
Welcome to my series, Don't Get Fired for Making TikToks, where we look at real-world TikTok examples of people who have gotten in trouble or fired from their jobs for the content that they post online. Hi, this is your corporate bestie, and we are going to break down from an HR perspective, so human resources perspective, why this individual got in trouble and what the company is thinking in the first place. As a content creator and human resources professional myself, I have a unique opinion and experience on this, and I want to explain to you guys a little bit of the reasoning on the corporate side why companies don't really want people making TikToks like this. So for the content creator, I love that this person takes their job seriously, that they try to add some finesse, that they're trying to do a good job and share that with the world. As a content creator, I appreciate that and I love that. But as an employer, let's talk about some of the issues here. So they mentioned their boss wanted the videos taken down after he was gaining a following online. Now, this is the first issue. Companies are crazy about wanting to have control over their social media presence, over the way that they and their brand are portrayed to the world. When they have people posting on their behalf and you're posting on a company's behalf, especially when you post on company property, in company uniforms of company products like pizza and the pizza making process, they don't like that because that takes control away from them. Companies are so afraid of this in today's world because it is so easy to misstep quickly. Companies want to be in charge of the voice that they're putting out into the world, and you are not an approved company representative. The content that you put out does not go through their marketing team. It doesn't go through their approval process, and so they are worried about their brand being harmed by the content that you are creating and the ideas that you are putting out into the world that have not been approved by their marketing team and leaders. Other unique thing with food industry people is that they are very worried you are accidentally going to post things that are going to get them in trouble when it comes to inspections and regulations. So they're afraid that you're accidentally going to post something like a mouse running in the background of your video or you handling food in an improper way. So they're worried about legal repercussions of you posting videos from inside the workplace. In addition to trying to control the company narrative, you cannot film and post TikToks on company time, even if you are doing your job like this individual. Companies are worried that you are filming and making TikToks and editing and posting on company time instead of working, and that always creates an issue. Please make sure to follow for more, where we break down more videos and more pillars on how you can protect yourself and why it's an issue in the first place. Thanks, besties.
Story time about how I got fired over a TikTok. You currently work with me? No, you don't. Keep scrolling. Okay. So, at the beginning of the school year, I worked for a subbing agency. The subbing agency had me placed at a long-term assignment at a middle school. It's not my first year in middle school. I spent all of last year in a middle school. However, I moved and needed to go to a different school district. So, I had posted a TikTok regarding unhinged things that middle schoolers say. If you know a middle schooler or you love a middle schooler, they're the most unhinged people on the planet, and I couldn't love them more for it. So I posted the video and it received a lot of feedback. It received a lot of likes. It received a lot of views. I was so excited about it. I had never had a TikTok go viral. I'm also a stand-up comedian, so performing and being able to make people laugh really meant a lot to me, and I was very excited about it. And then Monday morning, I got a text from the subbing agency that said, "Do not go into work due to the TikTok." I had not posted where I worked. I had not posted the city I worked in, and I am not new to education. I know better than to ever post a child's name, face, voice, or anything of the like. So I didn't. I offered to take the TikTok down, and they said, yes, take it down. I did. They made me wait a day to hear back and still fired me. There's a teacher shortage in this country. And even more so, a teacher shortage, there's a sub shortage. Every day you go in a school and there are kids being shuffled into different classrooms. There are kids being just put in the gym because they don't have a substitute. I love my job. I love teaching. I'm actually in school to be a full-time special education teacher. It's my passion. So to be let go over that was absolutely heartbreaking. And to have to choose between my love of performing and my love of education was very difficult for me. Luckily now I'm in a district where they give us a lot of creative freedom. Obviously there's safeguards up. Don't post the kids, don't post their names, don't talk bad about the district. And I never would, because it's a district I love that stands behind its teachers. So for those of you watching, thank you so much for all the views. Thank you so much for all the likes. And I hope to continue telling you all the unhinged things these wonderful children tell me.
Listen, family, this was a longer video. I want to see who made it to the end. If you made it to the end, comment, I made it. I made it. Don't say it like that, but just say I made it. But listen, have you lost your job over TikTok? If so, I want to see. I want to see who lost their job over TikTok. I hope it's not a lot of comments. I hope I don't see nobody that follows this channel that has recently lost their job over TikTok. Especially the fact that your boy YT tried to tell y'all about 6 months ago, don't do it. Don't do it. I tried to tell y'all about 6 months ago, do not do it. Don't post on TikTok while you're at work. These videos are sometimes to get through to some people. They're not just for entertainment. Share this one out. If you know somebody with an extreme TikTok addiction, warn them right now. Tell them, hey, you might want to chill because these jobs are taking this serious right now. But listen, man, it's your brother YT. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace. And to my Hebrew family, shalom.